leaves or feathers. I often get asked about carving leaves or feathers, and I want to show you, using these two, if you like, naked examples, how to differentiate between leaves and feathers. There's a very simple way of carving them that really fundamentally tells the viewer the difference. Let's call this the leaf. I've got a pattern for this in the download which you can use to have a practice. Now the thing about a leaf is it has a centre vein coming up here, and then all the secondary veins come off it like this and go to the outside of the leaf. So you'd be carving like so, from the inside of the leaf out. So you'd probably make the biggest scoop here, and you'd come to the outside, and you can give it a little bit of a movement or something like that as you get to the outside. And on this way, on this side, you have a choice of either coming like this, see, or indeed like the other way. But that's essentially what you're doing. You're creating the veins from the middle going out like this. In a feather, you don't have veins coming out like this. What you really see are splits coming in from the edge of the feather. So that's what we have to create, and we do this by taking this outside line and running it like so. And you might need a mallet. That's hard because that is now a stab cut on the outside, and you see how this line follows round. Then we match this with an angle cut like that at the side. Get that little bit off there. And you have this split in the edge of the feather. And that's essentially what we need to do. So we might put another one over here, like this. So again, stab if I need to, and then at this side, so this is coming off here, then a little angle cut to meet it down the bottom. So we're splitting up the edge. And on the other side, you do the same sort of thing, but you wouldn't try and make them symmetrical. You'd make them a bit random. For example, we could put one down here. And changing the size of the tool, for example, here we put right at the edge here, a little one like this. So the important thing is that this leads off the edge, off this edge, then comes in at an angle. So you could do one over this side, like that. Change back to this tool, might put one up there. And perhaps another one up there. And then swapping perhaps to a smaller tool again for this one. So these two are a little bit close together. It's a little bit random, and then another one over here, like so. I lined that one up not very well, but I think I've corrected that. And you can go right down to the background, just leaving these nice shadows. And then you're able to put things in here that would make, you know, the shapes and cuts that would make that a bit more interesting. Not necessarily with a V tool, but you might put them in with this is a V tool, but you might put them in with a U gouge. But that's essentially the difference. I might make that one a little bit longer. I could even split that one up a little bit. I hope you can see clearly now that the story in each carving is different. This is a leaf, and the veins are coming out like this. This is a feather, and the splits are coming in from the edge here. Just to recap, one important thing is to keep this curve on this side here. Okay, don't make this an angle. So this is naturally part of the feathers, and the split is happening as this bit is pulling back.